Hello friends, today's question series are bit different than the previous one. Today, every answers are the correct. Second, in the previous question series on 13, I have highlighted some of the historical connections of management in the perspective of different type of the philosophers and the scientists. But in continuation of that historical perspective, today's question series has been made for all of you. The significance of the today's question series is that I have highlighted the contributions of the particular scientist in all other fields, because numbers of times when you choose the correct one from out of the four, many things has been left out. So to be connected with the today's question series, definitely it will be helpful for you to grasp more information in historical perspective. In these connections, let's discuss some of the important highlights of today's question series 14 for UGC NET and ICR NET. The first one is, what are the major contribution of Peter Drucker to the management field? You all know that the contributions is, he has highlighted the concept of the management by objectives, MBO. But many books he has written in different time period. The practice of management, he has written in the year of 1954. Managing by results, the effective executive, the age of discontinuity, management, task responsibility and practices, innovation and entrepreneurship, management challenges for 21st century. Why I have highlighted all those questions or all those books? Because numbers of times in UGC NET you will find that out of the four choices, the evaluator or the question setter asks that which is not written by the Peter Drucker. If you know what are the books he has written, then you can pick it. Otherwise, it is difficult for you. So you all should remember all these books, which are highly relevant one in the context to know about the management by objectives and the relevance of the Peter Drucker in management field. The second one is, what are the contribution of or significance of Elton Mayo in management field? You all know that the connections of Elton Mayo in line of Hawthorne experiment, and Hawthorne experiment is more connected to the illumination and effect on the productivity of the employees. Besides that, he emphasized on human relationship in organization. His research in the relationship between productivity and physical working conditions was quite significant, because Elton Mayo has come in that time period when the scientific management theory has put maximum hold in the management field. People believe that if everything could be connected to the science and the scientific field, then your productivity can be increased. But doesn't matter that if you ignore the human relationship or human relationship behavior in the organization, then productivity may be hampered. In that case, the Elton Mayo importance is quite significant one, and their theory on Hawthorne experiment is also the important one. He did research on illumination and productivity. He did research on effect of changes in hour and working condition and productivity. He did analysis of social organization and working place. Think about how much connected or how different area of the field has been exposed and experimented by the Elton Mayo through his Hawthorne experiment, that is need to be understood by all of you. What are the contribution of the Chester Barnard in the management field? He wrote the book, The Functions of the Executives. He has given the concept of the acceptance theory of authority. Many times before in the time of scientific field, because the Chester Barnard has come in that time period where the social system approach has taken major significance one. He highlighted that everything should not be coming from the top to the bottom one. It should be bottom to the top one. In that connections, the importance of the Chester Bernard is highly significant. His approach is called as a social system approach, but suppose anyone will ask about who is the founder or the pioneer of the social system approach, you have to click the Wilfredo Pareto, and after that, that theory has been continued by the Chester Bernard. The next question is, what are the contribution of the Henry Fayol in management field? This is so much important one is because he is called as the father of administrative management, or administrative management is also called as the operational management. He wrote the book Administrative Industriale Art Generale. This book has not been circulated across the globe. It has been written in the French language, so it is restricted to French only or France only. But the theory he has highlighted in this complete book is quite significant for the development of the managemental sector. He is the founder of 14 principles of the management. Every principles are the important one to learn. It may be the division of labor, it may be the authority and responsibility, it may be in the line of discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, individual objectives should match with the organizational objective, remunerations, you should give your employee the proper remunerations, centralizations, color chain, there should be a proper order movement, equity, stability of the tenure, initiativeness, and spirit the corps or unity strength. All are important 14 principles that have been given by the Henry Fayol. You have to remember that. In UGC NET, numbers of times questions come that which management thought preceded or succeeded by which one. So you have to remember all the management principles or management thoughts and the time period. Yearly contributions has been coming up to the 19th century. Scientific management in between the 1900 to 1930. You all know that who are the contributors of the scientific management. Is the Taylor, with the Gantt, with the Gilworth, and all are the contributors of the scientific management. Administrative management has been developed by the Henry Fayol. Human relationship management has been given by the Elton Mayo. Social system approach or the management has given by the Wilfred Pareto and Chester Bernard. Decision theory approach is a highly important one. The time period is 1945 to 1965. Decision theory approach, the scientist, you all know that the Peter Drucker, he has given his concept on the decision theory approach. Management science approach, today's field, you all know that everyone is discussing about the operation research, simulations, these are the approach has coming in that time period. Human behavior approach, suppose any motivational theory, hopefully you have remembered that Maslow theory, Herzberg phenomena, all are coming in that time period. Then system approach and the contingency approach. In this way our management flows has been going on. Suppose any 4 choices will give to you, then you choose the best one which is the preceded by which theory or succeeded by which theory. Hopefully today's video in the context of the historical impact of scientist or the philosopher in the management field will be the helpful for you. Any doubt, any modifications, any suggestions, any incorporations you like to do, please put in the chat box. I will definitely come with better solutions in my next video. Thank you all. Thank you watching my video.